Welcome to Australian Horse Outback Life with Roz. Well, Bill was in supervillain mode this morning. If there was mischief to be made, he was in it. If he wasn't throwing around buckets and trying to murder him, he was tormenting Bella. When he got over that, he decided to go and torment the sheep. Meanwhile, I discover that he's been plucking Rambo. And the reason he plucks Rambo and not Robin is Robin's a scaredy cat, but Rambo isn't. So anyway, I discovered a trail of wool that led right back to that naughty horse's mouth. Well, we had a few moments of peace, but it didn't last long. Bill managed to control himself for all of about 2 minutes before he was off again to find more mischief. So Billy Bunter's back causing trouble. He spotted me feeding the sheep and trying to do water. So he's over there now trying to be a bad boy. As you can see, Bill's eating with the sheep. He's being nice to them actually, so that gives me a chance to fill up waters and go and get that bucket that he stole and threw around the paddock. I'll go and get it now while you're watching him. Not being the most observant person in the morning, I didn't spot until later on that there was sheep's wool stuck in the fencing. If you have a look where that arrow is, you'll see that somehow sheep's wool come off one of the sheep and ended up in a very odd position. Well, the naughtiest darn Brumby in town insists on eating the sheep's hay as well. Now there's 2 full hay nets. Bella's over on one hay net, and I give the sheep their own hay, but Bill is so competitive. He has to eat with them even when they don't want him to, and I don't want him to. But Bill being Bill, he doesn't like the word no. As you can see, my friends across the world, this is life in outback rural Australia when you own an Australian wild Brumby who's been tamed but is full of antics and cheek, and he keeps us on our toes, I will tell you that. Kitty and I are going to have our normal fight, her wanting to be in the horse's stable, not because she doesn't have a million other places she can be, but because she knows she's not allowed in here. So we have the same fight every day. Miss Kitty, out! 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 Go on, get! She knows. She's going to sit on the borderline. She thinks that's good enough. Well, I don't. Penny's looking for worms. I spilled out the horse's old water there, so she's living in hope there might be something tasty. But anyway, I think she's heading off to the wild blue yonder. Mr. Boy's living dangerously again. He wants to steal whatever's left of Eli's food. Eli's standing guard over his bowl. The rooster is thinking that eventually Eli will give in and walk away. It doesn't often happen, but every now and then he has a win. It's a stupid game of chicken or rooster they play just about every day. The rooster thought better of it. Wise thinking, Rocky. Rooster's on a mission. So are the crows and the birds. I'm heading round to thwart Billy, who is trying to pluck sheep. Mr. Turkey's watching here. He's back to stealing the sheep's hay. Now I'll zoom in and show you that he's been plucking sheep. I don't know if you can see it, but there, my friends, is a heap of wool, and looking like he's plucked Rambo. Rambo's got all that hay on his head, and that'll be via one very naughty Brumby who tries to pull Rambo's head out the way, so he plucks him. Because you're a very naughty boy. He is naughty. Now Bella's coming over. Fatty girl also wants to pluck. Well, she's actually not quite as bad, to tell you the truth. Girl's coming around for another go. She's saying bugger off, this is my territory. Please, horsies, stop it. And the crow's joined in to give his 2 cents worth. Bill's going to have a bit of a battle because he wants in as on the act as well. Rambo's gone back to eat. Robin's like, forget it. It's not worth the stress or strain. And these 2 very naughty horses. Billy's going to now wrangle with Bella. And Joe Crow has to be a part of the action. Honestly, these two are shockers. Joe Crow's just going to mess with the tree branches over there. I think Joe Crow's getting ready to build a nest for his wife. This is usually the vicinity where they raise their babies. I haven't spotted this year's nest yet, but anyway, Robin's thinking about sneaking back to have a bite, but when the two naughties are here, he's not as game as Rambo. Even though Rambo gets his head plucked out on a regular basis, he still persists, whereas Robin is just too scared. Anyway, I'm going in for my cup of tea, and I'll come back out later and supervise the madness. Bill hasn't realised yet I've just opened the side gate, letting the horses back into the sheep's paddock because Bella's starting to drop too much weight, and she's bigger than Bill and needs to keep more weight on. So anyway, it's always a game of trade-off when it comes to feeding horses. It's going to find up to be a fairly nice day. Bill hasn't realised. Bill, I've opened the paddock up for you. Look at my beautiful girl. She's so cute. She's cuddling up to the fence where the sheep are. As much as they torment the sheep are actually their friends. Hey, cutie pies. Do you want to come into the paddock? I think Joe Crow's, yeah, he's still at it. He's decided that's where his nest is. Oh no, it was another bird. Must be something in those branches that make everybody feel like they need to taste it. Come on, fatty boy. Do you want to come over to the side paddock? Yes? I thought I'd get him. He can never resist a bit of mischief. Come on, fatty. Let's go. Let's go, fatty boy. Mr. Excitement here. Going through. Here comes my beautiful girl. And I might add, he's still in super villain mode. He can't help himself, but she knows how to hold her own, so I don't feel overly worried about his super villain modes. Jeez, Bill. Oh dear. You're going to go and have a hissy fit because you're waiting for your apple treats.